Welcome everyone to another episode, the second of Up and Foiling, the second episode, of course, of our mid-season team rating.
Yes, today we're starting with Los Gallos, so let's see what ratings we're giving them. And of course, follow us and comment if you agree or disagree with our marks. What a season turnaround from Los Gallos. Started with a DNS, did not start back in Perth, but then if I count their podium positions, a third, a second, 12th in New York City, but then a first and a first. So they've been in a final in all events but two. That's so impressive, and that deserves a 10 from my side.
You are so generous, it's insane. But you are right, like they were in the final in more events than the leader of the standing. So that's pretty impressive, I would say. That's what I call consistency, and consistency in the two different formats that we have seen this season. Therefore, I would say they also deserve from my side like a 9.5 together with the leader, because
What's this
I
half
value
marks?
consistency is a little bit, even a little bit higher than just being first. And yeah, next team on our list is the Mubadala Brazil. Mubadala Brazil is actually last in the standings, so just because of being last, I can't go higher than 3.
Okay. On my end, I gave them a 2. So I'm using really all the spectrum. I've given a 1, a 2, but I've also given 3 10s, right? Yes, not much to say. They've tried swapping drivers as well, but it didn't seem to work really. They've lost a lot of members of the team to other teams. They've been poached. So they need to start from the basic and build going up. I think the US is a great example of this. What they did last year, they were completely lost. And then this year, they're racing up at the top. This leads us to the next team, North Star Canada. Let's see, North Star, I gave them a 5. They currently sit 7th in the standings. No big highlights, maybe a couple of podium positions, but they haven't stood out as much as they probably can. I think they have a very talented team, but they haven't managed to get it all together. Theo.
Yeah, the victory this year is still missing. Last year they won in the US, I think, when we raced on the West Coast. But they have in the last 3 events they have 2 podiums. Therefore, I want to be generous this time. I want to give them a 6 because I am confident that they can do better in the last. How many events do we still have? 6 events. Yeah, I have 5 events plus the final.
Depending on the if we're going to Abu Dhabi or not.
Yeah. It's just the last 3 races were I think 2 of the 3 races were pretty good from Canada. So encouraging signs, I would say. And now we have Red Bull Italy, Ricky. What can I say of Red Bull Italy? Can I not give a grade? No, I have to. They are 11th. That means 2 positions from the last. If I have given a 3 to Mubadala Brazil, I can only give a 3.5 to Red Bull Italy. Expectations were definitely higher. I don't remember how many fleet they won this season. They won at least
maybe one. Yeah, I remember 1. Yeah.
But they are constantly in the lower part of the standing in almost all the events. So that's no bueno, as we would say in Spain.
You said it right. Non molto bene for the Italians. You said it right. I think pretty invisible, right? Also, that cameras don't pick that boat up quite often because it's really like they're never fighting for the top places. It's really, really rare that they're there. So, wow, what a hard season changing the helm as well with Robertson, but that didn't seem to help too much. And yeah, I gave them, I put a 5, but I think I'm going to downgrade it to a 4. I agree, it's not enough. And with Spittle as a CEO, they have plenty of experience to make to improvement.
Ricky the butcher for the grades, only going down, Ricky, insane. Who will be the most hated
after giving 3 10s. But that's good. We're gonna have full of comments telling us how washed our grades are. Next up, Rockwell Racing, another pretty invisible team this season. and I gave them a 3. Very harsh, but I think that's what they get.
Yeah, exactly the same as Italy, like copy and paste. I think 3.5 as well from my side. Nothing to say, honestly. Like I can't really say much, so
Mm-mm.
that's why I give this little low grade. And next one is Switzerland, which from my side it's the same, apart from the podium in Canada, where they had a very good weekend. The rest of the races were yeah, not so good.
So you're giving them what mark?
Phew, that's a good question. 1 second, let me check. I don't remember by heart. Okay, we have to give something more than Italy and Denmark. Therefore, I would say 4.5, maybe. I'm
Okay.
5. I want to be a little bit more generous than you. Maybe they invite me.
Well, you are more generous than me because I gave them a 4. But what is encouraging is the final results of the last 2 races, a 3rd and a 4th. So both times in the top 4 final, right? They need to maybe work on their fleet racing, well, they're racing with 4 boats, and maybe they can start winning these finals. Next up and last team on our list is the United States. Let me see. What did I give them? 8. Great turnaround this season, of course. They even had a win in Sydney. So yeah, doing great. Then they're pretty mid-fleet now, but they still bring home some points, and they sit on 4th with a shot to the big final. So looking good for the US.
Yeah, that's very true what you said. I think US, it's one of these teams that manages to be always kind of consistent, and that's why they collect so many points. They don't have a position lower than 7th ever. And this is exactly what we were saying before. If Emirates GBR it's penalized by this points assignment of SailGP, it's the other way around for the United States. And therefore, they are still in 4th position and actively fighting for entering the big final. I also would give at least 8, if not more, maybe 8.5 even to US. They manage they have to keep up with this performance because the other one also want to get into the final. And yeah, it will be interesting in the next 5 races to see these people at 47, 46,
Yeah.
and 44 points who will enter and maybe win also the championship.
Definitely. That wraps up our review, our mid-season team ratings. Let us know in the comments what you think, if you agree with our marks, our ratings, or if you don't agree, if they're totally wrong, let us know. And enjoy the Sassnitz event.